And we're live. As soon as we do, Gabby kicks the cord. Alright. I'm Michael.
I'm Garret.
And this is Garrett. And this is Drunk Talks, dude.
There we go.
It's pretty much just a little podcast you can listen to if you're bored. And each time we do it, we try a different beer. Or whiskey, liquor, just pretty much alcohol. I got the Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Thing IPA.
I myself have a St. Archer Gold.
And I'm not particularly sure what the IPA is on this. Okay, this is a 6.7%
Alcohol.
the alcohol
Yeah.
by volume. 12
And
fluid ounces.
I myself have a 4.2. It's like a little light beer. Want to try this out?
Oh, I see us pouring into our glasses. What are they? The Tubby.
The Tubby.
This is a little glass I got from my sister for my birthday. It's like a drinking glass. It says it's 16 fluid ounces, but I don't know. But like, it's perfect, man. Feels good in your hands. Got a little rounded lip right there.
So, as you know, I was extremely skeptical about the Tubby.
Yeah, he came around.
I definitely came around after my first sip on the Tubby. With its rounded glass, I mean...
That's it.
Yeah,
all
it
you got.
was great. It's great.
What's yours taste like? You know,
That's not bad. It's
sip of that.
pretty light. Here, let me swallow it.
That's really light, dude.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
St. Archer Golds.
Dude, it almost tastes like a cross between Coors and Bud Light.
I think I'd agree with that.
And this is a hazy IPA, man.
And I like that one. It's pretty good.
Yeah. You know there's like a thing called the IBUs?
IBUs, huh?
Yeah, it's like how they measure the tartness of like alcohol. I didn't even know it was like a thing until like a couple weeks ago. And it goes like, I don't know, it's like 20 to like 70.
Really? Well, you know
I
what that
think.
is?
Well, usually it'll say it on the can, dude.
Really?
Well, not usually. Some of them, really. So I was drinking the Brew Free or whatever, and they had like this thing that tastes like Shock Top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was like brewed with orange peels or whatever, or no. It was like grapefruit or something, and it was really good, and it had like IBU rate of like 60, I think. They have a chart for it and everything.
It's pretty sweet.
That's not even the one you picked.
No, it's not.
You picked a Flying Dog.
Mm-hmm. And
Which, fuck it, we'll bring that out
yeah, don't
here
worry,
soon.
I'm going to be bringing that out here real soon.
So me and Garrett are going to go around, and we're going to have guests from, like, the dive field, because that's what we do. Yeah, we're divers. But, so we're going to go around, whoever wants to, and just fucking get drunk, drink some beer, and talk about bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Our next guest is going to be Ratliff. Oh, Todd Ratliff.
Richard Todd Ratliff.
He's actually right over there fucking playing video games.
Hey guys.
But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it, man. Got like dollar bets and shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell them about the dollar bet you did recently?
Of course, you know, just about a couple hours ago, somebody placed down a dollar bet saying that I would not bite off his toenail, his big toenail, with my teeth. I got $1.
You
Got
did get
$1.
the dollar. Is there a dollar bet you haven't done?
I'm pretty sure that one that was offered to eat a fly or something.
A fly?
Yeah.
You haven't
Yeah,
had
it was
like
something that Novak took up, and Justin Novak, he's another one of our buddies, and he is going to be watching this podcast, hopefully.
yeah, he's probably gonna
shitting on it.
Yeah, he's probably gonna shit on it the entire time. We'll probably end up on like iFunny. I don't know. I feel like people do in reason though, like with dollar bets and shit.
There is that like gallon can of beans or something that, is up for $100 at work.
What?
Yeah.
What is it?
Big old can of beans. Bush's baked beans, about that big. You got to eat it within like 2 hours or something.
2 hours.
Everybody on the team is just about
how
pitched
big?
in. Yay big, yay high.
All of it.
All of it. 2 hours.
Can you cook it? So just out of the can, huh?
Just eating beans.
And they've all pitched in 100. They've all pitched in enough to equal 100.
Yeah.
You gonna do it?
I do not think so. That's another one I've turned down.
Hey, what would you? I don't know, man. I haven't gotten a lot of dollar bets. It wouldn't take a lot for me to turn down a dollar bet, to be honest. Like all you gotta pretty much say is probably like, what would you be your limit? I was gonna say like lick a foot, but I'd probably lick a foot for a dollar bet, honestly.
Yeah. There's a lot of eating challenges I wouldn't do. I did do that yogurt eating challenge for like 2 or 3 days.
That was big for a while. The whole fucking what was it? The saltine crackers. Something about eating saltine crackers. Do you know, Todd? You had to like, eat saltine crackers and so many.
Oh, there's like a whole sleeve of saltine crackers or something.
Yeah. Or the milk challenge. Everybody knows the milk challenge. Where you
cinnamon challenge.
See, I never. What's the cinnamon challenge?
I think you put like a spoonful of cinnamon on your tongue, and I actually have no idea what that's actually going to do to you. But, it seems like it's pretty terrible. Everybody's always coughing it up and stuff.
Well, I think the dumbest one was like the eraser challenge.
You guys should do the cinnamon challenge.
Cinnamon challenge?
No.
Probably have some.
No. We're not turning drunk talks into.
This isn't a sleazy
This
show.
isn't sleazy where we just do challenges. Yet, anyways. No, we're supposed to talk about our beers. Well, a little bit, and then just bullshit while we're getting drunk. Does YouTube have like an offensive language thing?
I feel like they do.
Hopefully
I'm
not.
Definitely not going to watch my language, though.
Hold on a moment.
Yeah.
All right, he's on.
Thank you.
He's looking it up. In the middle of it.
Yeah.
I've been cursing the whole time. And I'm probably gonna keep doing that. No, my beer's like you can like it's like hazy IPAs. At least taste to me, they're like kind of like juicy, like a little fruity, but kind of like tart at the same time.
Definitely.
But like not too tart where you're like, nah, not for me. You ever had?
There are some beers that I'm like, oh shit. There are some beers that I'm like, all right, I'm gonna drink this, but I'm not gonna enjoy it. Like some of those really high alcohol content IPAs, where it's like, mostly the hipsters drink that stuff.
Dude, do you ever fucking have the dragon's milk?
I have not.
No. Don't do it. Dude, I had it. Well, first of all, Leon, bought it. And for whatever reason in my head, I was like, oh, looks like I could try it. I probably shouldn't have based my beer choice off Leon's.
Yeah.
To try, at least. And I brought it in. And I got, one of those big bottle, 2 beers in one. And I drank it, and, dude, it tasted straight up like soy sauce.
Really?
It was It was the worst beer I've ever had in my life.
Sounds terrible.
I did the sin of pouring it all down the drain. I was like, nah, I can't do that.
There's a point that it's like, if you're not enjoying it, why would you want to? I mean, I guess it gets the job done.
It gets the job done. Everclear.
Yes, sir.
You ever had
I
Everclear?
have not, but I've heard.
You shouldn't tell me that. I'm gonna get a bottle of Everclear one night. One night for this show, I'm gonna get a fucking bottle of Everclear, and we'll let you taste it. We'll have about 4 shots, and we'll be like messed up. See, look at this stuff. Look, I'm balding, man. You see that?
So I had a little.
That's bad. You gotta keep it curved to the right, man.
See,
What's up with your widow's peak?
Yeah, my widow's peak. Yeah, I think I am losing my hair too. Every time I'm taking a shower and stuff, I've heard that you're supposed to lose hair in the shower, but I feel like it's a bit of excessive amount.
I feel like
in the shower.
I feel like you for sure lose hair in the shower.
Yeah, but like every time I wash my hair, it's like I see like 10 hairs in my hands and be like, oh my god,
Yeah, that's a lot, dude.
Yeah. So.
Because I don't think I've ever like washed my hair and like looked at my hand and seen my hair, like ever.
Yeah.
So you're screwed.
Yeah. I've known this for a little bit now.
Is your dad? He's not bald though.
No, he's just really thin. He's just really thin on top. And I'm pretty similar to my dad.
Dude, you're a spitting image of your dad.
So I think I might just end up with his hairline. Real thin.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like the men in my family usually go, they're not bald, but they lose like a lot of like the hairline to get the widow's peak and shit going. But yeah, man, I'll bring one of those. You want a flying dog next?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go get that here in a little bit. But I'll be down.
This guy's centered back again.
Is it messed up? Oh, okay.
When they bumped the table.
Little
pooches.
Freaking pooches. Been in Virginia, Newport News for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
It's a great place. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of like, it's nice having like all these stores like a drive away. Because like back in my town, we had a Walmart and HEB in like 4 fast food places. That's it.
Really?
Yeah, you want anything else? You drive 40 minutes, 45 minutes down to Waco.
That's crazy to me. I've never lived in a place that was like that. And
well, you lived in Cali, dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lived in Cali, grew up there, and then went to Florida for a little bit, and then over here.
Where'd you live in Cali again?
San Diego.
Oh yeah, surfer man. Except for Devin Healy, whooped that ass.
Devin Healy can go fuck himself. I hope he watches this one day.
I've been to Cali once, but I was like really little, so I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's not what it gets hyped up to be.
I thought you loved Cali, dude. You love surfing on the beach, right?
I've gotten kind of over it, dude. It's actually, working for a living and not going to school and, doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Has really put a different kind of perspective on stuff. It's not all about like going surfing and having fun and stuff. You got to work. You got to make a living.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And so.
I mean, you could still find time to surf. I don't know about down here though. There's probably not many places to surf down. I know a few guys on the team do it, but.
Yeah.
Like where, and if they're doing it, like how big of waves are they getting? You go snowboarding.
Yeah, definitely.
I went snowboarding, man.
Yeah, how'd that turn out?
So I went to Snowshoe in West Virginia. I'm pretty sure it's in West Virginia. And so I went with like Limos, Hendo, I think who else was there? Blaylock was there. Leon went. Dakota Lee went. Dakota Lee ended up like tearing his MCL or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, he went skiing instead of snowboarding, just messed it up. But I went down to Snowshoe, never snowboarded a day in my life. So I got up to the hill, and I'm hoping one of the guys are going to be like, hey, go on the bunny slopes with me and show me the ropes. We rent our gear and all this, and I go up to, we get up top, like, and it starts, and there's the bunny slopes, and then the actual slopes, the hills for training. And so I'm, like, putting my snowboard on. And I click it, and I stand up, and no shit, as soon as I stand up and I look to my left, dude, they're all going down the hill. Like, they left, like, out of there. So I was just like, here we go.
Yeah.
Either learn or fall a bunch, and guess what? I fell a bunch. Some of those kids can rip. There's like 10-year-olds, so ripping by me, and I was just falling down this hill. Like, I couldn't get more than like 10 feet without falling on my face. Yeah. I probably fell like 192 times, and that's like not over exaggerating. It's honest. But like, I fell, and this kid, probably 10 years old, rips by me on his snowboard. He goes, "You okay?" And just keeps going. And I'm like, salty. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Kids who grow up in like that kind of environment, you know, like, you know, there's kids who do that surfing.
Well, you got to start them young, dude.
Yeah.
You seen those videos, like those boxers and shit? Like like they're training their kid, like kids like 6, and just like throwing right hooks like crazy.
There's that one kid on the TikTok or whatever that, you know, he's skateboarding and he's like 2 years old or something like that, and he's already
skateboarding at 2.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he rides around and everything. He's at the parks and stuff. I mean, he's not like doing tricks and stuff.
Dude, I got a skateboard once for Christmas, and I like, cool, rode down the street as fast as I could, and I hit a rock, and I flew off my skateboard and like ripped up my face. And I took the board and just like broke it on the ground, threw it in the ditch, and walked home. My grandma was like, "Where's your skateboard, honey?" And I was like, "I don't need it anymore." But like, back on the snowboard trip, so like these kids were like ripping by me, and at one point I quit. I like took my snowboard off, started walking down the hill, and I should have stopped there. When I got like all the way down the hill, there was this one big hill towards the ski lift.
Okay.
It's just a big hill. And like, I was like, you know what? I ain't no bitch. I'm going to put this snowboard back on, and I'm going to go as fast as I can down it. So that's what I did. I put the snowboard on and like started ripping down this hill. And I was having fun for about 5 seconds. Like, I was going fast, dude. And then my brain was like, hey man, we got to stop, or we're going into those trees, or worse, that crowd waiting for the ski lift. So I'm like, oh crap. I start like trying to make that little S pattern, because that's what they do to slow down. Yeah. So have you been snowboarding?
No, I have not, but
we should take a trip, dude.
I've heard about it.
And I'm going to probably hop on the skis. I don't know if I want another round with a snowboard.
I've heard that skiing's a little bit easier, but go on.
So I'm like trying to do this S, and it's not really working out. And I go to the right, and I just lose it. Like, I lose all my balance. And unfortunately, there's a little kid and his dad right in front of me. And I, like, full speed just... And I'm not wearing a helmet.
Oh, no.
So that was a bad idea. Should have wore a helmet. Wear a helmet. But I'm going down the hill, and I, like, hit the father and the son. I just take them out. Like, they go spinning down the hill with me. And this guy's snowboard clocks me in the back of the head. He rolls like 50 yards further than I do, and I'm just sitting there like... And the guy's super nice. He gets up. He's like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, are you and your son okay? I'm so sorry. And he's like, no, it's okay. It happens all the time. You're a beginner. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that's fine. So after that, I took my snowboard off and like hobbled back to the ski lift.
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing that happened on that trip was, so I was like on the bunny slopes. Limos actually came back and was trying to help me for a little bit, but like I kept falling, and like he would like, turn around, watch me fall, and like wait for me, and like that kept going on. He was pretty patient, dude. It was like 20-25 minutes, and we hadn't even made it halfway down the hill. So I was like, hey man, like you tried, you just go and I'll meet you down there. He's like, okay, and just leaves. I'm like, cool. That was
really a cry for help.
It was a cry for help. You're supposed to be like, no, let me teach you some more. And so I'm like going down this hill, and there's this like they have like these big ramps for people to go off of that can, and I'm like, no, not today.
Yeah.
And so I go to the left of it, and I fall like I tried to do that brake again, and I fall in the middle of the ramp. Like not in the middle, in front of the ramp, probably like 10 yards in front. And damn dogs, stop it. And I fall in front of the freaking ramp, and then this dude who went off the ramp, who saw me fall in front of it, like crashed and hit me in the back. He got up and didn't say sorry, didn't ask if I was okay or anything. He looked at his buddy, was like, this fucking dude's in my way. So then I was like, hey, what'd you say? I was like, fuck you. And he was like, whatever, and just kept snowboarding. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna catch him, and I'm about to get him. Mm-hmm. So I hop on my snowboard and I go as fast as I can at him, except I don't know how to snowboard. So I fall like 20 yards in. Granted, I got like 20 yards. I fell.
Pretty good.
And I'm still talking shit on the ground. As I'm laying on the ground, I get back up and I try again, and I fall and I'm like rolling over. And by this time, he's gone. And I'm like, you're lucky. You're lucky I don't know how to snowboard. And yeah, that was probably the funniest thing.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a pretty tough experience. But
dude, in my opinion, it's harder than wakeboarding, because I used to wakeboard down in the Belton Lake. My dad had this boat, and we would go wakeboarding. I had my own wakeboard for a little bit. And I fell a lot, like, trying to learn how to get up on the wake. Mm-hmm. But, like, it was probably, like, 15, 20 times, maybe max.
Yeah.
And then I knew how to get up on the wake, and I knew how to go back and forth. And, like, once you're up on the wake, it's kind of easy. You just kind of glide.
See, that's something I've never tried either. Snowboarding, skiing, or, wakeboarding, any of that. So...
You skateboard? You didn't skateboard?
I skateboarded.
You did? Yeah, you did. Mm-hmm. Novak did too.
Yeah.
I mean, Novak was clearly better than you.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm gonna go get those flying dogs.
Yeah.
Hey. But you how hard was it learning how to snowboard? I mean, that's surf.
Fucking, like, I don't know, it took a couple years to get it down. Nothing too crazy, though.
I'm talking about, like, hold on. Like, your first initial time. Like, did you fall a lot? Or
Oh, yeah, the whole time.
what was the hardest part?
I don't know, you're just out in the water, you're not super comfortably being on a board. You don't know how to really balance on it when you're paddling, and you don't know how to read the waves coming in. I don't know, but like, you gotta get it after a couple of years of messing around with it.
The first time you went out, did you get up on a wave?
No.
No? You just out there paddling?
Yeah, just like the whole time. It's like that for a couple of times, and then you get one, and you're like, oh, shit, that was cool. I want to do that again.
It's probably like a really fun.
Yeah. I'd say it's less of fun, but more of like one of those kind of good feelings you get.
This is the truth. Little bottle there, man.
What is this? It was like 8.7.
Yeah, that's hefty right there. There's a little crack in this. 8.7 alcohol by volume, huh? Mm-hmm. So I wonder if this would say the IBUs. No, I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, no, this is a pretty good beer, I think. I've had it before.
See, I've never had this one, though. But definitely not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit, I'd say hoppy, and then...
Yeah.
Like just a touch of fruit, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. It's like... It's almost like I feel like the hazies and the hoppies, because this is definitely hoppy.
Mm-hmm.
They taste kind of similar, but there's like that slight difference. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Plus the hazies, they look all foggy in the glass or whatever.
This guy's got a pretty nice color to it, I think.
You know what I really don't like though, is those like dark beers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. It's like, I swear nobody likes those beers.
Like
It's people who like are pretending to like them, and they'll drink them, and they're like, oh, I love this 12%, 15% IPA, whatever the fuck they're drinking.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's great and stuff, and it's like, dude, that thing tastes like shit. Like, there's no way that tastes good to you, man.
It tastes like soy sauce, man.
It's bitter as fuck.
You just tasting it to be different.
Yeah. Got a little mustache and everything.
It's like they're like the douchebag of beers, kind of like I was at Utsler down in Fort Monroe.
Yeah, little brewery.
Yeah, a little brewery out there, man. And so we're like chilling there, having a good time, drinking some beer. Utsler is a great brewery. Check it out if you haven't. It's down in Fort Monroe, Hampton. A little past Hampton. But like we're just chilling there and like I don't know, I look over and I'm like, dude, there were like 20, 30 Jeeps. It's like a Jeep convention there. Mm-hmm. And they were all sitting there like, talking about their Jeeps. Look at my kid I just put these light bars up here and it's real nice. I was like, these are the worst kind of people, man. It's kinda like that with the dark beer guys, I think. Yeah. There's probably some people that are like, fuck you, man, I love dark beer. So, like, I had my first experience, I think, with, like, dark beer was, like, Guinness, but, like, their dark beer. Because I think they're not all dark beer with Guinness. I'm not really sure. Because I only had the Guinness once, and I thought it was terrible, so I was like, nah, forget this. I'm not doing that. But yeah, I try to stay away from those. I think like my favorite it might be the hazies. I don't know.
So far, out of what we've tried, I'm gonna go with this guy.
Yeah, I think the truth is the Flying Dog. Mm-hmm. I think it was better than the other two for sure. But I've had some hazy IPAs that were like amazing. So, well, what's your favorite beer? Like, out of everything.
So my favorite beer, and I think we've talked about this, is those Victories.
Oh, yeah. We were going to pick that up for this show. That's going to have to be the one with the old ratty boy over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Victory Sour Monkeys. I'm a sour guy.
I like the sours. Like that one beer from Traditions.
Yeah.
What was that?
The Gosses or Gooses?
The Gooses.
Gooses.
Yeah,
I swear they pronounce it different every single time that I ask.
It is, yeah, for sure. No, that was a really good sour. Mm-hmm. I'm coming around to sours. I didn't like them too much initially, but like I like them a lot now.
Yeah.
I think out of Victory, Golden Monkey is my favorite for sure.
Golden Monkey.
Yeah, and I think it's like 9%.
Yeah.
So get you feeling right as rain. Mm-hmm. But I think my favorite beer was probably like Ziegenbach. Yeah, but it's like it's only Texas made in Texas. Like they only sell it in Texas.
See, I've heard you talk about that.
Yeah.
That beer.
But
I'd like to try it one day.
When I come back, because I'm driving down for Christmas, so I'll bring like a couple. I think 12 packs or 6 packs of them, and we'll try them. I think they just go down really smooth and they taste really good. You ever had Shinerbach?
Yeah.
They're kind of like Shinerbach.
Okay.
I think Shinerbach's probably like my second favorite beer, maybe.
Really?
It's really good.
Yeah. So what I think is crazy about that, so you're from a pretty small town in Texas, right?
Yeah, it's a little cattle town.
That's like a pretty local beer. Would you say, or is it like
Ziegenbach?
Texas wide sort of thing?
You talking about Shinerbach or Ziegenbach?
Ziegenbach.
Ziegenbach, yeah. I mean, they sell it at the gas station, so.
Oh, okay. So
it's pretty
big.
Yeah.
But out in Texas, my thing is, I'm looking at the map over there, and it's like, well, what do they got in, South Dakota? Like, what kind of special beers do they got out there that I've never heard of? And
do you think there is a beer that's only sold in that state or brewed in that state?
Oh, definitely.
For every state?
Yeah, there's got to be. There's tons of, crazy breweries out there that, either can't get their name out or aren't popular enough, and they're just, like hanging out in that state, and just everybody in that state loves it. But
yeah, that's true. I don't know if I've ever thought about it like that. You think like Utsler?
Yeah, like
think that like probably Utsler is probably only here in Virginia.
Yeah, like somebody in North Carolina, is one state down about like a couple hours or whatever. Like,
but at the same time, you can't go to like any gas station to find Utsler beer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if there's like each state where it's kind of like Ziegenbach, where Ziegenbach like. I don't know. I can't like make a generalized statement like it's everywhere in Texas, but it's like most places I've been in Texas, like Central Texas, you can find Ziegenbach.
And if they're selling them at gas stations, it's obviously popular.
Yeah.
But when you go to a gas station around here, you're not going to see an Utsler beer.
You're not.
Yeah.
No.
It's like
there's some at the Class 6.
Oh, they're really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The Lady in Whites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're good. I bought some of them. They've some like 4-pack, 16 ounces. They're good.
Okay.
But
well, shit. All right. Belay my last.
Belay my last.
Belay it.
But no, I'm thinking like, is there like a beer that's like widely known from that state that you can find throughout that state?
Yeah, throughout.
Not like how Utsler probably doesn't reach past like Richmond or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just kind of like in this
little community, sort of reaching out here and there. Mm-hmm. But like Ziegenbach's like everywhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wonder if there's like something like that for every state.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I would like to find out.
Yeah, I mean we will, for sure. We're gonna travel the world drinking beer. Wouldn't that be a fucking job? It's like that one dude. What's his name? Guy Ferrari.
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri. Is I saying that right?
Yeah, Fieri.
Fieri.
Yeah,
Fieri. How'd he get hooked up with that, dude?
Fuck if I know.
Just going around the world, eating delicious food.
That's all he does. He goes around, he eats food, and he goes, oh, that's Flavor Town right there. Oh yeah. And then he takes another bite, and that's like the whole show. It's amazing. I'm jealous as fuck.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that.
I wonder if he's like just like going around the world, eating food, staying at like awesome hotels and going to badass parties and like hooking up with like a bunch of chicks. I wonder if he's like low key living the Dan Blazarian life, but with like less money obviously, but just like
still killing it.
Just
having a ball.
Having a ball, and he gets paid for what? To taste food and eat it.
Yeah.
How do you get that job?
I don't know. You see, I bet you that he's probably got a background that I've never heard of or something, where he was like a chef or a food critic or something, and
kind of like what's his name?
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he worked his way up. You don't really ever hear about that. You just kind of know like, oh, Gordon Ramsay's the fucking shit, and he's on Top Chef or what? I don't even know, but he's always yelling at people and shit because he's such a good cook.
Well, honestly, if he didn't do all the yelling, he wouldn't have got famous.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, if he didn't have that persona, like, there's no way. Because, like, I feel like
it's interesting.
Yeah, it makes it more dramatic, I guess, especially for like TV.
Yeah, it's like the Kardashians almost. Like they've got personality.
I can't stand those people, dude.
Yeah, like obviously they probably shouldn't have a TV show, in my personal opinion.
My ears start to bleed every time it comes on, dude.
But like there's obviously people out there they find it interesting, sort of thing, and it's like those people got personality.
You know what's still on TV? Dude, Grey's Anatomy.
Is it really? Is it like they're still making new ones?
Yeah, as far as I know.
I've never watched an episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Don't do it. It's addicting, dude.
Yeah, get me hooked.
Yeah, dude. I would like my mom and my sister would be watching it, and I like walk through the living room, and I'd like look over, and I'd start watching it for like 5 minutes, and the next thing I know, I was like 4 episodes deep. It hooks you. I don't know about nowadays, dude. For like a doctor show, they kill off like all the freaking doctors.
Really?
Yeah, they kill like everyone. It's not even like a horror or like action show. It's just like a doctor show, and they're just over here like whacking people, man.
Like murder?
I'm sure some of them were murdered. A bunch of them died apparently in like some plane accident. I think that's when I stopped watching was the plane accident. I don't know. Maybe I found something better to do. But you get like that. So I don't know. All TV shows need to probably have a lifespan, right? Because like
The Simpsons?
well, so that's different though. Okay? So like animated shows like Family Guy, The Simpsons, or like South Park, they could just go on forever, dude.
Alright.
One, the characters don't age. Two, it's funny.
So, real quick, dude.
Would you quit, man?
Have you watched an episode of The Simpsons lately?
No, I haven't watched The Simpsons in years, dude.
That's... Oh. Come on.
I don't even know if they're still on TV.
I'm not 100% sure if they're still making new episodes, but I watched one maybe a couple years ago. New episode of The Simpsons just came out and everything, and I was not at all impressed. It was not like...
What are you, a fucking TV show reviewer now?
I'm just saying, like, you know, like back in the day when like the 90s and stuff when The Simpsons was really hot and everybody loved it and stuff.
Yeah.
They had a really good writing staff, but like nowadays, I think it has just turned to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, the last episode I watched, it was just like I didn't laugh one time. There was like hardly a storyline to it. This was a couple of years ago, and I haven't watched it since. But
Dude, like South Park and Family Guy are still rocking it.
Yeah, they can go on forever.
And I don't know when they're not gonna rock it.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been like, oh my gosh, man, come on, this dog, man.
Yeah, they're getting into some bullshit.
Come here, Ruby. You gotta show them off. You gotta show them off.
Lone Star Aussies.
Lone Star Aussies. Ruby's
Get 'em
got
on
an
Instagram.
Ruby's got an Instagram. It's Lone Star Aussies. Go check it out.
This here's Ruby.
Yeah, that's Rubidoos. Well, it's actually Ranger and her's Instagram now, so check that out.
And they kick each other's ass all the time because they're in love.
They are in love. Dude, so like South Park and all that though, they've almost been like sued a million times.
Yeah. They touch on some edgy subjects.
Yeah. And they don't even care. Outside. Come on.
And there they go.
Yeah, I know. Ow. Get out there. Ranger's hesitant to go outside because Ruby beats him up as soon as he does.
Yep. Big sister.
I got the see the bells on the door?
Yeah.
Like I trained them to ring the bells when they need to go outside.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But I was saying like South Park and like Family Guy, I'm starting to feel it. The beers.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm getting a little tipsy.
Yeah. The shots probably
Yeah,
help.
the shots of tequila helped out in front.
Yeah, they're like one of the last things that are still out there, I guess, that are like just like attacking.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a shit, dude. They're like giving everyone shit, like, and it's funny.
Yeah.
But you know how today is, like, everybody's like, oh, I was offended by that, so they're gonna try to attack the show and sue them. They have to have like the best lawyers in the world, the best. But like that's awesome that they're still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They're still around.
I think it's great. And you know me. You know how much I watch South Park.
This dude watches South Park like every day. He's like a fanboy.
Love my cartoons, but you know, like South Park, it's just like one of those shows that I think that they're never gonna run out of material because they're constantly making fun of stuff in the media, and they'll make fun of the president, like they'll make.
Well, they're gonna have a ball with 2020.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about that. I can't wait to see that.
For sure. But no, they're gonna have a ball. They're gonna just rip everyone apart.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They've never cared. What was your favorite cartoon growing up?
The one I watched the most was definitely SpongeBob.
No, yeah. I feel like that's most people's answer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like a Tom and Jerry fan.
Tom and Jerry's a great show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I didn't watch much of? I probably never even watched one episode. I like watched half an episode. Like Beavis and Butthead or whatever. I never watched it.
No?
No.
See, I like Beavis and Butthead too. That's pretty funny. Beavis and Butthead's a good show. Pretty stupid. Pretty fucking stupid, but
Yeah.
gets the job done.
I fucking hated Courage the Cowardly Dog, dude. It was weird, man. They were like purposely trying to freak kids out.
Yeah.
I swear. I don't know who allowed that on TV. They were like, yeah, it's.
I could definitely see that.
Who are you trying to reach with this? Kids. Sure. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure little kids would totally be into this creepy stuff.
Yeah. What was the dad's name or whatever? Like Curtis or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Fucking weird show. Weird ass show.
I watched it like once and I was like, Dude, for some reason, when I was like a little kid, Scary Movie, like the parody, like the Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Dude, I like had nightmares about that one Scary Movie where like the chick, the blue chick or whatever, crawled through the TV.
From The Ring or whatever?
Yeah, and I had like one of those little big box squared like old timey TVs in my room, and like I'd go to bed and I'd like look at it and I'd like wait for the screen to pop up, and I'm like, oh my god, I wish I could get this out of my room. Dude, when's the last time they made a scary movie?
I couldn't tell you.
The scary movie we watched last night wasn't that scary.
Yeah.
The Invisible Man.
As you know, I fell fucking asleep.
Yeah, everyone fell asleep. It was just me and Laura watching it. I was pretty drunk too, and I don't know how I stayed awake. But like, I was like watching it. There's no jump scares, no nothing. It was pretty predictable, honestly. But with it being so predictable and like no jump scares and no like suspense, it wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah.
Like as far as like movies go, I would give it my professional opinion. It's like a 6.5 out of 10, or maybe even a 7, maybe.
Okay. From what I've seen, which is about 20 minutes into the movie before I fell asleep, I didn't think it was bad. Definitely didn't think it was bad. I thought it was interesting topic. You know, a guy dies and then he comes back and he's basically haunting this girl that he was romantically involved with.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's invisible. And everybody else thinks she's crazy. I think that's actually one of my biggest fears. Just
what
in general is everybody else thinking that I'm crazy.
What would you do to make them think you're crazy?
I don't know. If like some weird shit starts happening.
Some fucking covers start flying off you in the middle of the night.
Anything. Like,
set up some cameras and you see like ghosts and shit.
Yeah, and like nobody else is seeing this, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
I wouldn't stay in that house for sure. I've never understood the movies that are like, oh, they set up the cameras and they see the ghosts and they're like, yeah, no, it's like, it's haunted, but like, where else am I gonna go? I'll just stay in the haunted house.
Yeah.
The last scary movie was made in 2013.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The last scary movie made in 2013. Thank you, Richard Ratliff.
I was wondering if you were listening over there.
Boys, I've looked up a few things and I forgot to tell you guys.
Yeah, we asked you something at the very beginning and you never got back to us. I think it was about the cuss words on YouTube. And we've been over here just cussing. You know what? Fuck it. It's going on. We're
looking at it for a second.
Fuck it. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. And like, this is...
And recording it.
I'm not even going to edit this shit. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
As you should know.
No. I got this made. It was a Texas flag with my dive number on a Mark V up there.
Is your number there?
Yeah, it's right there.
Shit,
It's like laser engraved right there.
See, now what I don't get is how the fuck you're 729?
Yeah.
And I'm fucking 803.
Well, because it took forever to get here. So they used to
damn class.
They used to do them in like order, but I don't know. Something got messed up, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they skipped a bunch of numbers.
I don't know. I'm 729. I think my dad's like 127 or something like that. Schultz made that for me, by the way. I think I paid him like $40 or something like that.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, he did good work. He spent hella money though on that laser engraver and whatever. Yeah, like I can't remember what he told me. It was something ridiculous, like $9,000 or $13,000. It was crazy on the laser engraver and a few other things he needed for it. But like, it was crazy. But I think it was worth it. Mm-hmm. Like I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and plus, honestly, that was an investment. He's probably gonna make his money back eventually. As long as he keeps putting his word out there and keeps at it. Eventually, he'll make a profit.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, I don't know.
What was that, like $50 or something?
Like $40 or $50.
Yeah.
I mean, like that probably would have been like I don't know. It probably would have been a little bit more expensive somewhere else. To be honest, because like that's good detail on that Mark V.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great looking
Got
thing.
that spit cock right there. Like, pretty good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he did do a good job.
Yeah.
Did do a good job, definitely.
I used to grow up with like these like presents for like divers. I didn't understand at the time, like divers. Like my dad had this plaque, and it like had like this big old timey dive knife with like the big ass sheath on it or whatever. And I thought it was like the coolest fucking shit ever, man.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, but now everybody just gets paddles. So.
Yeah, why is that?
Does your team do that?
Yeah.
Where they just give out paddles for going away presents?
So it's more of like, one person who's like good friends with them will kind of take over it, and they'll be like, yeah, like here, I'm gonna make this personalized gift for you. This is something that I think you'd want. And like our LT, when he was leaving, he got like a gun case with a whole bunch of dive stuff.
Dude, that's pretty badass.
Yeah, definitely.
Look at Ruby.
Yeah.
She's like, hello, I'm out here. We get like bees that are going in the backyard, and she tries to like jump up and bite them. And I'm like, no, you sting the shit out of me. When I was a little kid, dude, I was at like a football game. I remember like vividly because like that's when I learned like don't mess with stuff because like the stuff that you're messing with could hurt you.
Yeah. Like
animals or insects or whatever it may be. And I saw like somebody spilled like a soda, and there was like 4 bumblebees like, gathered around like drinking the soda or whatever, and like little Michael thought they were cute, so he was like, yeah, cool, and he just grabbed them like a handful, and they like stung the shit out of my hand. I went in the bathroom. I was running water over it because I was little and stupid, didn't know how anything worked, and I was like, ah, and nothing was helping. Dude, like, my little brother does that too, though. Or, he's not too little anymore. He's like 17 now.
Is he really?
Yeah. My little brother's a riot. He stole my dad's car at 14. You just see him pulling. We had this little canyon next to my house. And I was drunk, like, just listening to music on my front porch, just, like, rocking in a chair. I don't know why. It was like 2 a.m. in the morning. I was still up.
Yeah. It happened.
And I see these headlights, like, pop on. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that looks like my dad's car. I'm like, that's weird. He's asleep. And then started slowly turning and went, that is my dad's car. And I was like, I ran down there and knocked on the window. George rolls down the window. What's up? Get out of the car, man. Where you going? 14 years old. And he's like, I was heading to a woman's house. I was heading to this girl's house. In Dad's car, huh? I don't know. He's funny.
Yeah, that's some funny stuff.
Yeah. What was I saying, though? he was little. He used to.
bees,
Oh yeah, he
yeah.
used to like try to like pick up snakes and shit when he was little. He's like, it looks cute. He almost like tried to pick up a rattler once. We used to go catch scorpions and stuff though, so maybe I wasn't the best at telling him not to do that stuff because I was like, let's go catch some scorpions. So we did like the canyon had like a bunch of shit. Like these scorpions used to chill up on the hill and we catch them and try to make them kill shit. We used to like catch spiders and have the spiders like fight to death. It was pretty messed up. But...
Here they come again.
Here they come. Nah, man. These beers are strong though.
Yeah.
I'm feeling them. How much was the Flying Dog?
I think it was $11.
No, not how much. Like how much was percentage of alcohol?
8.7.
That's hefty. That's like freaking the Golden Monkeys.
Yeah. That's, and I think for what it tastes like, I think it's a great beer.
Do you know how much the sours were?
I believe it was similar. It was up there. It was like 8 or something.
So did you
We'll have to double check on the next one.
Yeah. You live in Cali your whole life?
Yeah.
Whole life?
Yeah.
What made you want to be a diver?
The recruiter said it would be cool.
Song. I love these glasses. The tubby.
Let me get another round of beers.
Rounded lid. What you gonna get?
I think I'm grabbing another one of those.
The Flying Dogs?
Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna do another hazy.
Another hazy?
Yeah, if you don't mind, good sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the tubby. So it's a superior drinking glass for a reason. It's got a rounded edge. Hefty, good weight to it. Holds 16 fluid ounces. Well, 16. I'm not so sure about that. But like, you just... It's delicious. And they got like a cool little design on it. See that? It's like a little hippo. It's not bad. It's probably a little overpriced. I mean, you pay $15 for each. It's $30 total. I didn't buy it, so I'm not complaining. Ruby, what are you doing? Your paws are all dirty. You digging? Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Oh, you grab one for old Todd?
Oh, yeah. Out the way, Rubes. Thank you.
Todd's going to be an interesting guest, man. We'll ask him about his drumming experience, and he's a Florida man, so, that's going to be interesting stories right there. You start off the segment by going, what was your craziest thing you've ever done? He's smiling right now.
It's gonna take a while.
I'm thinking when we do it, though, we'll probably back the camera up. One person sits here, you sit there, right there.
Middle.
It'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One microphone picks up everybody as long as nobody's getting...
Just start calling it one microphone.
I like that.
But I like the name, though. So
Drunk Talks.
Drunk Talks.
It is what it is.
One mic, one drink. But no, we can't just do one drink. We have to do way more than one drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't stop at one once you start. Who's your favorite band right now?
Right now.
Or artist? Didn't have to be a band per se.
I'd say all time, since I was a kid, Led Zeppelin.
That's solid, dude.
It's always been a favorite of mine.
Yeah.
Like, they're a classic, and they make some great music. It's never gotten old to me.
Yeah.
But at the moment, who I've been listening to the most is probably this one band, Bayside.
Bayside?
Yeah, it's kind of like a punky rock sort of feel to it. Pretty good. What about yours?
Like all time?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Either Alan Jackson or George Strait. I'll probably go with the unpopular one and go Alan Jackson. I really like Alan Jackson's music. But like as far as like right now, it was Jake Owen for a long time, but right now it's probably like Luke Combs, as I like.
All right. Let me ask you something. You're a country fan.
Yeah, unpopular to the dive field, by the way.
Yeah. All right. So you grew up in Texas.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I bounced around, but majority in Texas.
You'd say that you were a Texan, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that you'd be so into country if you were from Texas?
Well, I think area, your location, your friends, and your parents, and they all have
They got a huge influence.
Yeah, they have a huge part to play on like what you end up liking, music wise. So like, I probably wouldn't be into the country music if I lived in California and my parents weren't from Texas. I think if I lived in like Cali, well, so I'm still a huge country fan, but I lived a lot of my life in Florida and Virginia. But my parents were both born and raised, and so were the rest of my family in Texas.
Yeah.
And they loved the country music. So that's what I grew up listening to, and that's what I grew up liking. I think like the big part of it comes from like where you came, like listening to what your parents listened to, and like that being the steady music in the household kind of shapes what maybe you might like. I mean,
folks listen to a lot of music growing up?
Yeah, a lot of country. They used to go out on the back porch and pick guitar and stuff. I don't sound Southern, in my opinion. Some people have told me I have like certain words, but like mainly I don't.
6th grade.
Shut up. I got I don't have like a deep country accent, or maybe not even a country accent, but like if you heard my mom or my dad talk, they're like super Southern, man. They're like, how you doing? But
I'd say I've heard your mom talk the most.
Yeah, my mom's super Southern.
It's great. I love a Southern accent, personally.
Yeah. My brother does this stupid thing. He'll like, my brother will like get in a certain mood and like start trying to talk more country. He'll like start trying to like draw his words out, start talking like this, and how you doing? And I'm like, George, I grew up with you, man. I know, like, you don't. What are you doing?
Flap my jaws at you real quick.
Yeah, let me flap my jaws at you. You have a brother.
I do, yeah.
Is he still in the? You said he was still in the infantry, right?
He actually.
Or he just got out, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is he now?
Power Prime Specialist. And it sounds like, I haven't talked to him as of super late, but I talked to him last when he was just starting his new training and whatnot. Sounds like he likes it a little bit.
Dude, that's great.
I think it might just be that he hated the infantry, so he was like, anything's fucking better than this.
I don't know like a whole lot of people that would like the infantry though.
Oh, man, it's fucking.
I feel like a lot of them join
thinking it's gonna be something else.
Yeah, like it's gonna be like Call of Duty. Like you're gonna go kick down doors every day and kill people, or like be like this badass dude. And really, you're just stuck on post, like, and you're either doing training drills or you're out there doing like
you're out in the field and like like let me do some PMS or PMCS on the.
I'm bored. Go clean your weapons. Well, we
Yeah.
cleaned them yesterday. Clean them again.
Which I honestly have no idea what the infantry's actually like, but from what I've heard, it does not sound like it's the greatest thing. Which is a bummer.
Well, yeah. I feel like most people probably don't like it that much, but I feel like there's definitely people that like live, breathe infantry and are super like army.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's on them, Oh, jeez.
We got a little leaky.
A little leakage there. What's it? This is ASMR. Is that what they call ASMR?
See this guy?
He's a trooper, dude.
Yeah, he's lapping up the beer that.
Oh shit!
That came on the floor.
Oh, you don't do that.
Little Ranger.
Just like his daddy.
He's a good boy.
Get out of there. No, man, but like people that like go out, talk to recruiters, a lot of them get screwed. Like my recruiter tried to talk me into being like a Bradley mechanic.
Really?
Yeah. Go work on tanks and such. I'm like, nah.
So initially when I was joining, I think I've told you this, but I was joining to be a medic, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't available at the time, and my recruiter was just trying to get me in there. He's like, "This diver thing sounds pretty cool," and I was like, "Really? What's that about?" He's like, "Well, I knew a bunch of divers because he was actually, you know how they got the helicopter mechanics out here doing the training?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did that, and so he was like, he knew some boaties and whatnot, and he was like, "Oh yeah, those boaty guys, they're working with the divers all the time. I'll bet you're just gonna be fishing off the back of a boat most of your career." I'm
Yeah.
like, all right,
Oh, sweet. Yeah. I just
Next thing you know,
guess I'll
I'm
be a
like,
fisherman.
yeah, I'm fucking. It's not true.
That's how they get you, man.
But you know, it's not a bad thing. You know, that join definitely got to step up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because
I think one of the best things you can do, if you don't have like a set plan, and you're not sure what you want to do, and you just graduated high school,
yeah,
like honestly, I feel like joining the Army or any service is like a solid idea.
can kill some time, let you figure out what you want to do.
Get paid while you do it.
Get paid, save up some money.
Save up some money.
Get your education if
Yeah,
you want it.
get it while you're in, and then when you get out, so say you enlist 18 years old, fresh out of high school, what do you get? You get out 22.
Mm-hmm.
If you did the 4 years,
Yeah.
and there's shorter contracts too, you can sign for like 3 years, something like that. But say you get out of like 22, and now you go to college, and it's all paid for.
Yeah. It's like,
And you have a full-time job, money in the bank already, and you're now you're working, now you're making money, and you don't have any student loans.
yeah, but at the same time, then you're signing away 4 years of your life.
Yeah, that's the catch.
And-
That's the catch.
That's the part that they don't tell you.
That's
about,
the catch
you know?
the recruiters don't talk about.
Yeah. But you know, it's all good. It's an interesting thing. But either way.
Oh yeah, it's a fun time.
Yeah.
I imagine a lot of people don't. I mean, I'm not like a big fan of the Army itself, so. But it's a solid career route. I mean, I can't argue with it. Like, I feel like there's a lot of benefits. I think the benefits, especially like straight out of high school, probably like are better than like. So we're looking for the cons of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I could go back to when I was 18 and I graduated high school, I'd probably do the whole thing all over again, but when I was 18. Yeah, because I'm going to get out when I'm like 24.
Which, at the same time, so one of the most successful people I've ever met, is my friend's dad. He works for, I'm not sure which cell phone provider, but he basically is the one who builds the towers, right? Like he builds towers for, I think maybe Verizon or something like that. And he's always out working in like Arizona and Mexico and shit, and like doing stuff like that. And one thing that he told me that always stuck with me, he was like, "Yeah, man, listen, like I didn't figure out what I was gonna do until I was like 30," and I was like, "Huh." That's interesting. Like, you know, you definitely got some.
Well, dude, it's like a hard choice, man. It's like you go through high school and it's like, okay, I just go to school, and then after that, like if I'm in a sport, I do my sport, and after that, like I go hang out with my friends. And it's like that for such a long time.
Yeah, and you have, and that's something that I think is kind of messed up about the education system. You know, it's like they don't really teach you about
like what you want to do.
Problems.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I think it was Elon Musk, and he was, or honestly, I have no idea who it was. It might have been him, but he had a idea for education basically, and it was like from like you'd learn basic stuff up until like maybe high school or something, right? And you know your basic math, your basic reading.
Yeah.
You know how to kind of do things, and then from like high school on, you'd be able to choose like a career path, and you'd be able to become like an expert in your field by the time that you're getting out of high school. Like you've already got like 4 years of experience.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
that's a way better.
That's not a bad idea.
It's a pretty good idea.
Definitely, like if say it's kind of off the wall, but like an accountant, spend like 3-4 years learning how to be an accountant, like how to do your job like super well. Maybe have a year of internship or something.
Yeah.
When you instead of spending your senior year fucking dicking off, getting high, and fucking going to stupid ass English classes, you're learning about something that you want to do and you're interested in it, and you got kind of a career path by the time you're 18, and you're out, and they're like, okay, this guy did good, and you got good grades for that.
That's probably like a lot better idea. No, it is. I feel like it is a lot better.
I think that'd be like, I don't really see any downfalls to it.
No, because when I went to college, I was undecided for like the 2 years I went to college. I had no clue. Mm-hmm. I had no idea what I wanted to do.
And at the same time, though, when you get to high school when you're 14, right?
Yeah, it's like 14 or 15, I think.
Yeah, so it's like
the older kids in class are 15, little babies, probably like you, were like 14.
Yeah, I was fucking 14 when I met.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's a pretty big decision to put on a 14-year-old. I think that's probably the biggest downside I see to that. Like, if I was 14 and I was choosing a career, I'd be like, I want to be a fucking astronaut.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, when I was 14, I wanted to be in the NFL.
Yeah, it's like you got unrealistic dreams that you're not mature enough to understand.
Yeah,
it's not feasible, but
for sure. Yeah, that'd be a hard part.
Yeah,
that'd be like a huge adjustment, like for America, honestly.
But if you could get like kids to start thinking about their lifetime ahead, like by the time they're 12 or something. It's a big step.
But like,
I don't see.
But like, what do you like when you're 12? What do you think? You thinking about? I want to go play with my friends, and I want candy.
Yeah, I want to go play baseball.
Yeah, and then by the time you're 16, you don't even care what you're doing. You're just looking for some ass.
Yeah.
You're just like, can I take you on a date?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go back to my place. That's all you're thinking about when you're 16, 17, dude. That's all you care about.
Yeah.
I don't care what I want to do. I just want some ass. That's all you want.
It's a tough situation, kind of that we got going on right now, I guess.
Elon Musk is genius, dude.
Yeah,
obviously.
he really is. He's a very smart man. Very smart man. I think a big thing about it is that he doesn't really.
He's weird though.
He's pretty wealthy.
He's that weird dude he's like weird, but he's also kind of cool. He's like a nice guy. Yeah. Like you like him, but like you also realize that he's a little socially weird.
Yeah. which is good. Like you kind of need those kind of people.
Oh, for sure.
But like the thing is like I don't know. Lost my train of thought.
The school systems.
Yeah, no, it's like gone.
It's gone?
Yeah, gone.
Just out there.
Yeah. Because I had a pretty good idea and it was gone.
That happens from time to time.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do about it, man? No, the school systems, I feel like probably need to change.
Yeah.
I mean, when's the last time they changed? Todd.
I remember it.
Oh, I thought you were like flicking at Todd, like Todd.
Oh. No, but what I was gonna say is like the world as it is, it's kind of messed up, especially living in the U.S. Like from a kid.
No, we can clearly see that the world's pretty messed up from 2020.
Yeah, like as a kid, you're always taught that the United States is the best, and this is coming from people who live in the U.S.
Yeah, are you taught that in schools though?
Yeah, definitely.
Are you taught that the U.S. is the best?
I mean, that's kind of what I always took from it.
Yeah.
And
So why do so many people like hate the U.S. then? Well, a lot of people.
You know, as I've gotten older, I'm realizing, like, especially this year, how the United States is not dealing with the coronavirus like every other country, basically.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think we've got the highest amount of cases, right?
Yeah, I think I
And
saw.
I'm not well versed on the subject or politics at all.
No, I think I saw something about it. I'm not. I can't remember. Like you finished where you were going with it.
I'm literally basing this off of memes. But, you know, like, you know, the United States isn't dealing with it like the best. You know, we got a pretty big problem with this whole coronavirus thing. But like when you're a kid, you know, every day you stand up, you say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, and
I don't. Do they even do that anymore?
I don't know.
The United States has the most.
Google do.
Thank you, Mr.
You're welcome.
Google do kids in school still say the pledge? I guess. Because I remember doing that as a kid.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they still do that.
Yeah, but like, you know, we're kind of aren't the best.
No, we haven't been the best for a while. I mean, our military's probably the best.
Yeah, like.
But like, as in like education and all these other things, no,
Like-
we haven't been the best in a while.
Look at me. I'm a dumb motherfucker.
Look at me. When I got to college, dude, I had to go to like a bunch of tutor halls and stuff because like Gatesville High School, you didn't like talk to anybody from my.
It wasn't.
They
You weren't ready for college. by the
No,
time you were
man.
getting out of high
I
school.
graduated Gatesville High School, a little cattle town, like fucking barely anybody in it. No, my education was not where it needed. I went to like a big college, and I was like, I'm very behind my peers. I had like
I've
going
got some catch up.
going to writing. Writing was the worst, dude. I was terrible at it, like punctuation and all this bullshit. So I'd have to go in like every other day to a tutor just to be able to like write correctly, like formal.
Grammar and
Yeah, and that's when I noticed like my education in that aspect from my school and high school was really lacking. So I had to really make like a big change in college, so I didn't look like a complete dumbass.
yeah. So, another thing was something that our buddy Ray had brought up, right? So what he was saying, and it was
We'll get Ray on here.
absolutely
Ray's a character, man. That dude tried to like convert me to Buddhism or some shit one night. He asked me to meditate. You want to meditate for 5 minutes?
You know what the crazy thing is?
Sure, Ray.
I have meditated with him, and it was great.
It was.
actually.
I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
dude. When I did the
It's
meditation
a
with him,
weird
it was
thing,
kind of relaxing. I'm like, oh,
Very.
this wasn't bad. And like the time flew by, dude.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have the time to do that every day. I wish I kind of did. But, you know, I probably could fit it in there somewhere, but I'd rather play on my phone, you know, for 10 minutes versus meditating for 10 minutes, which I don't think is the right answer. I think
It's the same thing.
yeah. Thank you.
By the
What?
way, it varies from school to school.
Oh, varies.
Oh, does it?
Varies.
Okay.
So like state by state,
You don't
or
actually have to do it.
it's like state by state or school by school.
School by school.
School by school.
School
Okay.
by school, Pledge of Allegiance varies. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's interesting stuff. But yeah, Ray had brought up. I think it was during the time of, like, I don't know. There was some shootings or something, and the video. I guess you know how there's always like a video of stuff, you know, nowadays, and it was like the EMT personnel.
Oh yeah, because he wanted to go be an EMT, right?
Yeah, which is great. Like, and honestly, those people are doing great things. But
Oh, they're heroes, man.
they're not getting the adequate training, is what he was saying.
They're
Like,
probably not.
are you lifeguard certified at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah. You remember the class we went through?
Yeah.
About a week-long class. He was like, yeah, that class is about the same training that they're going to get to go be out there
No way.
getting people, you know.
Saving lives.
Yeah, like
Well, that's garbage.
with people with gunshot wounds and stuff. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, there's
And
certain.
I'm not sure if that's 100% correct or whatnot, but like, even if they go through a month-long course or something, it's like, shit, man, that's not a lot. And I think he was saying there's other countries out in Europe that like their basic medical personnel who are out there in ambulances and stuff are like at the level that our paramedics are at versus our EMT guys.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm. And that's all not fact checked at all.
No, we don't do any fact checking here.
Yeah.
No. Just
We're
spewing bullshit.
Drunk talk. Bullshit.
Drunk talk's called drunk talk for a reason. No, but like, there's a lot of jobs like that, man. Like, so I agree that EMT should be more trained. Like, you should have to go through certain phases and tests to be able to be qualified to save someone's life.
Yeah.
I believe, like, right now, and Joe Rogan talks about this a lot. Like, I love Joe Rogan's podcast. Joe Rogan talks
Huge
about...
inspiration.
Yeah, huge. Thank you, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan talks about a lot, and I agree with every word he says about it, because it's the same opinion I have. It's like cops nowadays, like, they don't have... their training is bullshit. Like, the training they go through, so the amount of authority they're given... They could be a high school graduate, no education, and take, like, I don't even know how long the course is, but I'm sure it's not more than, like, 9 months, I'm pretty sure. We could, like, Todd, you busy? No. You want to Google how long it takes to become a police officer? All right, bud. Thank you. I'm going to shoot for 9 months while he's Googling that. Probably close to 9 months. Maybe less or maybe more. Of training. It's not a lot of training for the level of stress and dangerous situations and things they have to deal with. And so do you really want an incompetent person with that job? It's like the same thing as you consider, do you want an okay pilot, or do you want a fucking on his shit pilot, like a top grade pilot?
Yeah.
You probably want a top grade pilot because you probably don't want to die on your flight. Right? You don't want an okay pilot here and there. And to become a pilot, it's a lot of training, dude.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And then it's expensive. It's hard. But police officer's not hard. Mm-hmm. Well, you could go straight out of high school and then become a police officer in a year. Tell me how that works. And then you're given a badge and a gun and you walk around with all this power.
The thing is, like, as you're saying, straight out of high school, you're 18, and then you've got this authority.
Yeah.
That's something that
goes to people's heads quick.
Me as an 18-year-old, like, if I was putting myself back in my own shoes, that's not something I would be able to handle.
No.
Not at
I
all.
agree. 18-year-old Michael? No.
Mm-mm.
Probably not the best
enough,
idea to give him a gun and send him on the streets.
Like, yeah, it's something that you do not have enough experience to do. But, like, somebody who's more mature, maybe like 22 to 25.
I think they should at least have an associate's degree, and I think their training should at least be like 2 years long before they're even allowed to go out on the streets. And I think they should be able to handle their stuff when they go on the streets. I think their tests and their evaluation should be hard. I think you should have to go out there like damn near special forces quality to be a freaking cop.
And you see, that would fix the problem.
Oh yeah.
Is going on today.
It's incompetence. It's people that shouldn't be in that job, and it's messing up. Well, it's been a problem throughout America's history, I believe, and it needs to be reformed.
Yeah, because there's obviously, like, there are people who are trying to do good, but it's sometimes coming off the wrong way. It's a bad situation on both ends because somebody's getting hurt. And somebody's like, well, hopefully they're like thinking that they're in the wrong. And hopefully they're like, oh shit, I wish I didn't do that. But, it's one of those adrenaline things. and it just
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, and some cops get bad reps, like a guilty by association. Like there's good cops and there's bad cops, just like there's good people and there's bad people. But at the same time, even the good cops we have nowadays, I believe, should be held to a higher standard.
And
You need to be held to a higher standard.
yeah, they're
If you're gonna have that job, you need to be, and they need to get paid more.
So most states have a 6-month police academy and then a year on the job training.
Okay. So most states have a 6-month
6 months.
training and then a year on the job training. So year on the job, probably out in the streets, probably with the higher dude who's been out there longer. He's like his ride along or like his partner. Like that guy tells him what to do. But still 6 months training and then you're out on the streets waving your badge around. And I think that's where the mistake comes. Like you shouldn't be 6 months training and then on the streets. Not with a job like that.
Yeah, that's a really, really stressful job. And that's something that I know I myself couldn't do. I would not want to do that, and I wouldn't want to put myself in that kind of situation at any point. I put kudos to those guys who do that. But, that's a lot to handle.
Yeah,
Definitely a lot to handle.
for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. What you want is a job like Dan Bilzerian.
Now, Dan Bilzerian has something figured out.
That's the #1 baller in the world, man.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Rogan's got a podcast with him. It's very interesting. I don't know if everything he says is the truth on there or what's going on, but it seems like it is. Dan Bilzerian's a badass dude, man.
Yeah, went through the name.
Well, he went like Buds, through
Yeah.
Buds like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Poker player, man, betting millions of dollars on the table.
And you see, the thing is, I think that it's not exactly that he's the best poker player, but that
I'll be right back. We'll go.
I'll save my thought.
Save your thought. Yeah, just talk to Todd.
And again, fuck that guy.
Talk about the tubby or a beer.
Yeah, but anyways, I'm staring at a Ratliff over here playing Zelda. It's a pretty cool game. Pretty damn cool game. It's Breath of the Wild. We got it from one of our buddies. Actually, we're splitting games right now because I let him borrow Skyrim for a little bit, and he let me borrow Breath of the Wild. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff.
How long do you think we should make these things last for?
I don't know. We're at an hour and 20 right now.
Yeah. Joe Rogan does this for 3 hours, but that's a little much. I think like 2 hours probably be fine. Or somewhere in between an hour or 2 hours.
Dude, I don't care.
I mean, I'm feeling good.
You know me. You know how much I care about stuff.
The tubby, dude. Listen to the sound they make. You ready?
Yeah.
That's golden, baby. Oh man, the quarantine of 2020 gives you a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's you ever like taken anything? Like, I guess stolen anything in your life? Like crazy stories? Like I don't know. I was just thinking about because like I got that. You see that little caution sign up there?
Yes.
Yeah. Me and my buddy Carlos took that from a bridge one night because they had a bunch of them on a bridge and they blocked off the bridge. And I'm like, we're stealing them caution signs. I don't know why we did it. And I don't know how it ended up here, but I have it. The funniest thing we ever did is like we were in high school. We were rolling around. And I jumped out of the back of my buddy's truck. I don't know why, but I was riding in the back. And this flamingo was in the front of this yard. And I was like, stop the vehicle. I want that fucking flamingo. And so I jumped out, drunk. And I grabbed this flamingo, and I tried to pull, and dude, it would not budge. It was like a metal flamingo with like an anchor in the ground. So I'm sitting there for like a minute pulling, and I finally budge it loose, and I fall down this ditch with the flamingo, and it hits me in the head. And I got a knot on my head, and I run back up, and I throw the flamingo in the back of the truck, and I ride off into the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nighttime. But you get the reference.
Yeah.
And I have no clue what happened to that flamingo till this day.
Really?
Yeah. No
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
That'd be a good lawn piece. But
Till someone steals it. Assholes.
You know, personally, I think that when you get drunk and you start doing stuff, that's stuff that you want to do as your sober self, but you know, society wouldn't let you.
Yeah?
Yeah, so
Well, maybe not everything, but maybe some things. Most things.
all right, well, take the last stupidest thing that you did when you were drunk. Let me hear it.
The last dumbest thing I did when I was drunk. I've been drunk a lot, man.
The most recent.
I don't know. Probably at the river recently when we got that
Yeah.
Airbnb. Jumping in.
Did some stupid shit out there.
Yeah, we did a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
Jumping in that pond naked. We got leeches on us.
Yeah, you see, is that something that you would have?
No, I wouldn't
You
have done
would not
that.
have wanted to jump into that pond naked?
No. Sober?
Yeah.
No. Well, maybe.
You're lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
I probably would have done it sober, but
Your
here's
internal,
what I
animal
wouldn't have
instinct.
done. So I took that one. I was like, I'm gonna take this path back, and then I got attacked by like fucking horse flies instead of swimming back. I probably would have just swam back because I probably would have known the horse flies were there, and they ate me up.
Okay, well that's a good point. You know, when you're drunk, there's a lot of things that you don't notice, but you know, like when you're doing stuff like stealing flamingos and you know, traffic lights and that sort of thing. That's really what you wanted to do when you were sober.
You think sober me would have seen a caution light in high school and been like,
If there was nobody else around.
let's lie and steal that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I doubt that.
Really?
Actually, you know what? You're probably right. I think we took those when we were sober.
Yeah.
I don't know about the flamingo, though. I probably wouldn't have done it. I probably would have wanted to do it when I was sober.
Yeah, like nobody
I probably
else.
didn't have the courage to do it when I was sober.
Nobody else is around. Like nobody's there to judge you. You're just there doing what you want. I bet you would have taken that flamingo. Like, have you ever seen that one show, The Last Man on Earth?
No.
Okay, well, it's a show about the last man on Earth.
He's just like rolling around doing what the fuck he wants.
I watched about one episode of it. But if you were the last man on Earth and you saw that flamingo sitting there,
Dude, if I was the last man on Earth, I probably wouldn't give a fuck about a flamingo in the front yard. I would probably be like jumping vehicles off ramps and like drinking a lot of beer and just like fucking off. Get pretty lonely.
honestly,
Though.
yeah, you're right, man. I think that would get lonely though. I think
No,
that
it would
get
because
really lonely.
humans are like, we need other people
Yeah,
as much as even loners. They even have at least one friend. You know, like humans, they need other people.
it like even with that, like I think it's just more of a. I don't know. I don't think there's like many animals out there that can just be solo out there. You know, food provided.
I doubt. No. It's like you got leopards. Leopards are alone. They raise their young. Young goes off. Leopards are alone. I think cheetahs are the same way.
Huh.
Fucking like frogs aren't in packs.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, frogs
You're
live
right.
alone.
Most like mammal sort of
like a primates.
yeah,
Or the,
primates.
primates
Mhm.
live together.
Yeah,
Lions even live together. Elephants, bison.
there's quite a few now.
There's a bunch that live together.
All right, so I got a weird question for you. If you raised a kid out on an island. You gave him everything you needed, or everything he needed, like in an airdrop, and he was like totally healthy, like totally fine, like he was good to go. Do you think if he was never introduced to other humans, do you think he'd grow up to be similar to us, or do you think he'd be just like completely different? Like almost different species sort of thing.
Yeah, that was a weird question. You talking about like this kid, like never saw another human? Like, would he know English or would he know a language? He wouldn't know anything.
No.
He would just know hunt, kill, eat, shit, sleep, repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be completely I mean, he'd still be the same species, but like he'd be like completely different.
Be really weird, right? Now, do you think if you threw him back into society, maybe when he turns 18, 20, something like that, do you think that he'd be able to become normal?
How old is he when you throw him in?
Like 18 or 20?
No.
No?
No.
What age do you think he'd have to be? I'd say maybe like 5 or 10.
I was thinking like 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
That's a weird question. Makes you think though.
Yeah.
It's like, cause like he wouldn't. Well, that like brings it back to like the nature versus nurture. You know, like what's good and evil. What would be good and evil if you're raised like on evil beliefs? Would you believe that's good? You know, like a kid that like say a parents like raised their kid to think smashing dogs' heads in was good. Now we see that as evil, right? But maybe he sees that as good.
Yeah, that's again an interesting question.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like that's something that we're never gonna find out.
No, not till we die.
Yeah, because like as humans, it's wrong to test other humans. You can't have a baby that you grow up in a fucking facility that you're fucking, teaching them to kill dogs and stuff, and then be like, well, he did think that killing dogs was right. Like,
no,
would you look at that?
That would be super fucked up
Yeah,
if they did
that'd
that.
be really fucked up.
That probably wouldn't work out for the best.
Yeah. Another beer.
Yeah, what do you want to do? I'm not, I don't really want to do another hazy. Actually, you know what? I haven't done one of those. What's it called again?
These Saint Archer.
Yeah, I'll get one of those. I haven't done one of those yet.
Yeah, alright.
The Saint Archer. It's a pretty good beer. Not as heavy. If I had to like rate my opinion over the beers I've drank tonight, which is line them up. Got the Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Thing IPA. And you got the Truth Flying Dog. And then you got this bad boy,
Need one?
the St. Archie Gold. I would probably put the Flying Dog in first, the Hazy IPA second, and then I'd probably put this St. Archie Gold last. But, I mean, it's still good beer. I'm just comparing the three. When they do those little audio things, it's like, isn't it called ASMR, right?
Something like that. AMSR.
AMSR.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. It'd be just like this. Oh man, 95. I want to go to sleep right now. This is 95 calories, dude. These little
Archers.
Dude, that's like the same as a Michelob Ultra, dude. We don't test the name brand like Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, and all that. We like to venture out. We'll get liquor on this show eventually.
Yes,
We'll have a Garret liquor special. What Garret likes the most.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have mine.
Kettle One.
Jack Daniels.
It's gonna be a rough night.
It's gonna be a short episode.
Yeah.
I love going to breweries.
Tasting
I don't know.
beers.
Yeah, tasting new beers and like the vibe. I don't know, like just going to a brewery and knowing like you're gonna sit there and talk with your buds and drink some beer and taste some new beer is always a fun experience.
Yeah.
We were down. The Mission, the 86th is on right now in San Juan Islands.
I think they just got back.
Yeah. These dang dogs, man. Hey, come here.
Getting in trouble.
Always. Did they just get back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they were still down there.
Yeah.
We went to Washington, and we went to this little bar. Dude, it was awesome. They had like 60 different beers.
60.
Yeah, 60 different beers. It was an underground bar, and it was like these like mini pool. It was like, but it was table. It was like not pool, my bad. It was golf. It was like miniature golf, but table size. So you'd have like this table, and like this little thing, like shuffleboard, like you push the ball, and you'd push it through like this obstacles, like kind of like putt-putt in there. And they had like a whole course, like an 18-hole course. And you just order a beer, and go with your buddies, and just push this ball in. And you would just do that. And they had other stuff too. They had like flip cup and air hockey and stuff. But the main attraction was like the putt-putt. Mm-hmm. It was dope. It was really great. I definitely would want to go back to something like that. What's my girl? What are you doing, baby? Oh, so pretty. She said, I want to be in the podcast.
Making appearances on both sides.
Oh, of course. Look at her.
She's like, get my good side.
Get my good side. I love you too. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. All right. I got this right here in Pennsylvania. So, got a what's let's see what it says about Cali. So we got, what do we got? We got California. It's just your state. Let's see what we got here. Death Valley, San Francisco, Sacramento, Kings Canyon. You ever been to Kings Canyon? No?
No, sir. I have been to Death Valley.
Been to Death Valley?
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah, hot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Los Angeles?
Yeah.
You been to San Juan Capistrano?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. I mean, I feel like I mostly remember the name more than what I did out there, but.
So let's look at it for. Oh, okay. You got Longhorn, Texas. Yeah, width of the horns, and then it's got the width of the horns there. You know what? That's what we'll do. We get some guests on there. We'll see what their thing is. We'll see what the thing is. You know, we got a like map over there of all the states.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. And so next time we do this, we'll have some separate beers from this. Every week, new beer.
Mm-hmm.
Try it out for you. See how it is. Give our opinions. Obviously, everything's different. I'm more of a like IPA man. I don't know what Garret is.
Whatever.
Yeah. He's like more of a seltzer man.
The seltzers.
Seltzers, dude. They made a big impact this year.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
They blew up. It was like the White Claws came first, I feel like. I think that's what it was. It blew up.
So I feel like I kind of missed it. You know?
I mean, I think the White Claws blew up, and then all these beer companies started jumping on it. Like even Natural Light's got a seltzer.
Yeah,
Bud Light's got a seltzer. Like,
Because, I don't know, like, to me, a seltzer is like a soda pop. Almost.
Pretty much.
And it's like you can just down those things like it's nothing and you get drunk. And I don't know, that's my personal opinion about it. It's like low calories.
Low calories. Snow calories.
Snow calories.
Snow calories. You think when you eat snow there's calories?
No.
No, because it's all water,
It's
right?
all water.
Now, what if you took that same snow and you made a snow cone out of it?
Yeah.
And that's calories. Did you put some syrup in it and all that?
Yep. Absolutely.
I wonder if they could ever make, like, what's the lowest you think they could get beer down to? Calorie-wise. What's the lowest you've seen?
I'm pretty sure Michelob Ultra is 95 calories.
Yeah, that's the
I
lowest.
think that is the
I've never
lowest
seen a
I've
beer 90 or 85, you know?
Those White Claws and all them are like 100
They're
calories.
like 100, yeah.
You know, which is right there with them, but...
Do you think they'd ever be able to get, like, a beer to, like, I don't know, 60%, like, 60 calories,
way.
60 calories?
There's no way. From what they make alcohol out of, there's no way that they could have it be like, you know, less than 100 calories or less than 95 calories, whatever.
Well, White Claws and like seltzers have like vodka in it, don't they?
Yeah, and
That's
comes
probably
from potatoes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like I'm a little bit curious as to why it's only 100 calories if they can have like vodka in it, because I'm sure vodka doesn't have like a lot of calories in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. How much, Todd?
I'm working on it.
He's already on it.
So I'm pretty sure that there are some vodkas with like 70 calories per shot. And I'm guessing that there's about a shot's worth per White Claw of vodka. You know?
White Claw makes a 70 calorie White Claw too.
Really?
White Claw makes a 70 calorie White Claw?
Well, that's the lowest calorie drink.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah,
I thought
I
they
had
were
no
all
idea.
100. Well, you know, like Real Dangerous is a 0 calorie beer with 5% alcohol. I mean, it's impossible.
I
But like,
don't
imagine
even
if
know what to say
that,
about that,
if that was a thing, they'd be the richest thing ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
They would just blow up. I would buy them.
Yeah.
That's
of
all.
course,
That's
yeah.
probably all I would drink.
100%. That is all I would drink.
Water? I don't need
Water.
water. I got this beer here. I don't need water.
Yeah. It'd be water and fucking like liquor, I guess.
Family owned and operated, huh? Hazy little thing. 6.7. Where are they? Sears Nevada Brewing Company. Sierra. My bad. 12 fluid ounces. Yeah, feel me? But, yeah, man. This is good beer.
Yeah.
What am I asked for the San Archie, right? The Saint
Archer.
Yeah.
All in all, I think all three were pretty great beers. I myself would go with these Flan Dogs.
You feeling anything?
Yeah.
You buzzed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. I was buzzed a little bit ago. I think I'm heading down that rabbit hole now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a good rabbit hole.
Yeah, dude. We're an hour and 44 minutes in. Yeah, that's
So-
crazy.
Nah. Not to cut this short, but you said that you did not want to make it longer than 2 hours, right?
No, we're gonna stop at the 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean we're already
15
we're
minutes.
yeah we're already here.
All right, well, here.
I'm talking about bullshit.
Hey, grab a piss real quick. Be right back, huh?
Well, you wanna take a shot?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Introduce a tequila.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And we'll introduce mini tequilas, mini whiskeys, some scotches in there. Give our opinion over it. Probably don't mean a whole lot, but take it as it is. Todd,
Yes.
you were Googling something, right?
The lowest calorie beers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Was the 70 the
This is the lowest one I can see.
lowest one you could find? 70 calories, White Claws. I mean, shit, that's pretty good. 70 calories. White Claws is like 5%, right?
Not the 70 calorie ones.
Is it lower?
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully it's not like 2. That's pretty lame. It was 2.
.7% alcohol.
3.7, 70 calories. 3.7 is pretty low. That's pretty low. I mean, obviously drink enough of them. Sell them in a 24 pack. And you'd be fine. Right as rain. Right?
Hey, Todd,
What is up?
you want a shot?
Yep.
A shot. Was 2 shots of vodka. Oh man, look at you now. You're knocking over everything. Ugh. You gonna bring him in here or should I go in there?
I'll bring him in there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Todd's gonna have to get on screen before he wants to. You gonna prepare the salt and lime as well? We'd like to take a little salt and lime after the tequila shot. Oh,
So-
there it is.
Earlier you were talking about stealing shit.
Oh, well, I was talking like high school. We don't need to mention our
Alright, whatever.
past endeavors recently. Don't
Gotta pour on something, huh?
Still use it.
don't mind any attention to any of this. We bought that from Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah, we bought that from Amazon, so don't you worry about that. Got some salt, got some limes. What are we drinking here, Todd?
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
18 hundo.
18 hundo. There it is. It's a pretty smooth tequila, to be honest. TBH, as the kids say.
There you go.
What do you think? Make that a thing before the exit or near the exit?
Shot of tequila.
Shot of tequila or whatever. Got like a expensive scotch up there. Do that one night.
Salt and limes?
Yeah, salt the limes. You gotta salt the limes, dude. I'm trying to die of cholesterol. That's the best thing to die of, honestly. Well, you want to do toast? Maybe I remember the duck one.
Alright, let's hear it, man.
All right, let's hear it. I wish the ocean was beer and I was a duck. I'd swim to the bottom and drink it all up. The ocean's not beer and I'm not a duck. So cheers to the tequila. Let's get fucked up. Pretty smooth. As far as tequila goes.
Oh, God.
Had a little extra in there. I had to finish. Salt and lime, dude. I love it. I could drink me some margaritas all night. You good, dog?
Woo!
Ooh, don't even worry about it. Go down the wrong pipe?
No, it's just tequila.
Tequila. Da, 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 da. I fucking love tequila, dude.
I don't have a lot of Spanish in me.
No?
No, I do not.
Da, 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 da. Get the maracas out. Da, 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 da.
All right, there we go.
It's alright. We should only try to do these like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, something like that. We'll adjust as it goes.
Yeah.
As it goes. I don't know.
And it goes as it goes.
I think this mic thing might work out though. It's pretty good.
I'm looking forward to rewatching this,
Oh yeah.
seeing how we sound and stuff.
Like douchebags.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
that's who I am.
I've accepted it.
Yeah.
Time to move on. Hopefully the bar is open back up pretty soon. Like full capacity. I don't think the masks are going away anytime soon.
No, sir.
Probably not.
No, I do not think so. Talking to my mom a couple of weeks ago and whatnot, and I'm complaining to her about working in a mask and, you know, doing shit in a mask, and she's like, well, it's the new normal, and I'm like,
Oh, fuck. I hope.
fuck, it is. Like,
I sure hope
it
not.
probably is.
Think about the kids that are going through this. Like, kids that are at that stage in their life where they're going to start remembering things. They're going to start, like, building their character.
First.
And, like, normal life seems to them like they're wearing
gonna have a
masks.
mask drawer.
Yeah. They're going to have, their masks hanging up on their damn wardrobe. Like,
well, let me grab my mask.
it's going to be a thing. Like, you've already seen it. You've already seen people customizing their masks and making it their own.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that, because I really don't want it to.
No, absolutely not.
So, hopefully we don't have to deal with that ever. But, you never know, right? 2020, no one saw coming. 2020 was all normal, and then, was it around February? No, it was like around March. Around March, all this shit popped off.
So it started off weird.
And we're pretty much in August now, and it's still here.
Yeah. It started off weird with, you know, Iran doing that whole thing. You remember that?
Yeah, you were deployed.
Yeah, I was. But, yeah, that was like what kind of started it off, and everybody was talking about, like, I think it was December or some shit. Like, oh yeah, China's got this thing going on too. Like, they're talking about this coronavirus with them bats and shit, and everybody was like, it's fucking gay. That'll never get to us.
Here we are. Oh no. You think if we just wait, it'll just stop? You think we're still recording? Technical issues, everybody. If you're listening. Yeah, we're still going. Just don't say the word katana. I didn't say the full thing, so it wouldn't pop up. Anyways. Anywho, what you got there? What's that taste like?
I've got myself a
You want to
tangerine
trade? What happened?
ice.
You got one of these, didn't you?
Yeah.
What happened to it?
It died.
Seriously? Mine's still
Yeah.
going.
Really?
Yeah. You must be a bigger addict than I am.
I am. Probably. Yeah. Got a problem. Trying to fix it. It's not working.
Happens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, man. Was it tangerine?
Yeah, tangerine ice.
Look at
One of
that,
those,
man.
Puff bars. Puff bar plus.
Puff Bar Daddy.
I do like those a lot.
All right, let's not turn it into a vaping show. So check out my new hide. It's top of the list there, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Switch is a pretty cool console, man.
Yeah, it is.
It took you fucking long enough to buy one. This dude over here talked about, I'm gonna buy a Switch. He did that for about 6-7 months. He complimented, like, not compliment. He contemplated buying a Switch, not for like 2 days, not for like a month, for like 7 months.
Now you see.
And you got it from like a friend, didn't you?
Yeah,
for
I
cheap.
got it from Blaylock. I got it for a deal. I waited for it.
Hey man, better than me. I usually, back in my olden days, my olden days, like I'm so old. I used to just jump in on my purchases, impulse buy, really. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good deals out there. You just have to be patient. You have to wait for them. Maybe not 7 months, wait for them, but especially for something like a Switch. But
Got a good deal.
yeah, you got a pretty good deal on your truck too. So
Did not really wait around for that too much.
you didn't. It wasn't like instant either, though.
Definitely looked around for it.
The Rubidoos. I call my dog Rubidoos. But 2020's definitely got some shit to figure out.
Yeah.
It's going to be... Isn't it crazy that we're living in a time in which, here in like 10, 15 years, kids are going to be learning in the history books?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely going to be weird.
Oh, yeah.
Like, growing up, like, thinking about it, like, you know, you got your 60s, your 70s, you know, the whole, like, Vietnam stuff and all the civil rights movements and all that stuff.
I think
World War II.
The 80s were the time to live in music, or the 70s, really. Disco. I don't know. It's an interesting time. Nobody saw any of this coming. We're all kind of trying to get through it together.
Yeah. Just kind of rolling with
I mean,
the punches.
nobody likes wearing a mask at work. No. Like, you like breathing your own breath? No, you don't.
Absolutely not.
Nobody does. No one does. And it's frustrating too. It's like you're just sitting there and it's harder to breathe, and it's like almost like you're up in the mountains where the air is thinner.
The air's thin.
Harder to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Ortiz. I don't know. Where did Ortiz come from? You remember?
The fucking... It's called Puerto Rico.
Yeah?
Yeah, he came from Puerto Rico.
I thought he was... I thought he says he was like up in the mountains.
I haven't heard too much about mountains. We'll get him on here at some point.
Ortiz? No, I'm talking about Ortiz from dive school.
Oh, Ortiz from dive school. Oh, shit. Fuck. I thought he was from New Mexico.
Oh, fuck. I don't know, man.
Oh.
That would make sense.
I'd like to get him on here, but he's in California right
That's
now.
probably not going to happen.
Fly him out.
Fly him out for the show. Hey, man, why don't you come check out our show and talk about it? Now, we'll, old Todd Ratliff over there, is going to be our next guest. We'll talk about a few things with him. There's a lot more to talk about, for sure. A lot of experiences. Yeah.
Strange individual.
Maybe go into this guy's deployment with him a little bit. Talk about, I don't know, bullshit. Talk about how Garret over here learned how to play guitar.
YouTube.
YouTubing it up, man. That's what I do when I ever have like car problems and I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube's great.
Or call Martin or something.
Yeah.
But it's about that time. We're going to head out here. And it's been a pleasure hanging out with y'all.
Honestly, hanging out with you.
Yeah, hanging out with you, drink some beer, and you best believe we're going to continue drinking some beer.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Click, clack.